Yeah. 6 homes by the age of 12. Every car ride felt like a move to nowhere. But he knew exactly where I was going. Walked in with a trash bag, 3rd grade, new school, different last name, tryna play it cool. Foster mom said eat quick. Foster dad looked tired. Every night I prayed, but the silence felt like fire. Caseworker clock watching just a couple months. Another placement fails. Now my trust is a stump. They said you ain't want it, but that's a lie I swallowed. Hand-me-down shame in a suitcase I followed. 5 fathers showed me how to throw a punch wrong. 6 mothers showed me praise songs before the dawn. But I kept leaving like a guest who overstayed, till a still small voice cut through the masquerade. I wasn't abandoned, I was being prepared. Every foster door taught me how to care. 6 fathers, 5 mothers, still searching above, then God whispered, son, you've always been loved, been loved. Yeah, he never forgot the foster child he was guiding right to the top. Not a mistake, just a different kind of plot. God don't lose kids, he just builds what he's got. High school graduation, stood there alone. No one in the bleachers, but I felt the throne. Cause the father of the fatherless, he signed the adoption. Every rejection was a holy redirection. I got placed in homes, but he placed in me a vision to be the father I never had. That's the mission. See, foster care ain't the end of the story. It's the furnace where God forges his glory. Now I mentor little ones with the same brown eyes. Tell them you ain't luggage, you a sunrise. Case file closed, but the card open wide. A spiritual daddy with a scarified pride. They ask, why you so strong? Cause I broke 30 times. They ask, how you love deep? Learn to say goodbye. But grace rewired my brain when I read Jeremiah 29. Plans to prosper, not to orphan you. Rewind. Every bed I slept in was a prayer floor. Every state I moved through was an open door. Now I look at my own kid, and I finally see why God had to break the curse to get to me. I wasn't abandoned, I was being prepared. Every hard goodbye taught me how to care. 6 fathers, 5 mothers, but one above. Now whisper to the world, you've always been loved, been loved. Yeah, he never forgot the foster child. He turned to a general on the spot. Not a mistake, just a different kind of plot. God don't lose kids, he raises kings from the lost. Tell the caseworker, thank you for the moves. Every stop was a classroom. I got nothing to lose. If you're still in the system, hear me through the noise. You're not a forgotten child, you're a chosen choice. Yeah, the father never clocked out, signed in blood. Forever a foster child, God never forgot. Let the church say forever. The unseen soldier. This is for the ones nobody saluted, but God saw every battle. I was trained by life before I knew war. Had to grow up early behind locked doors. No one checked closets for monsters at night. I had to fight fear with my own little light. They called it trauma, I call it training. God saw the soldier while I was still changing. Every tear I swallowed, every prayer I kept, built a warrior while the whole world slept. I'm the unseen soldier, still standing tall. God held my spirit when I had no wall. You may not see me, but heaven does. I survived the pain and still chose love. I don't need medals, I don't need praise. I just need purpose for the rest of my days. I parent, provide, protect what I can. Not just as a man, but a gentleman. I walk with scars, but I walk with grace. Salt in my beard, wisdom on my face. If you can't see the soldier standing in me, you can't understand what God set free. Still standing tall. God held my spirit when I had no wall. You may not see me, but heaven does. I survived the pain and still chose love. You can't wear that mask. Spirit talker. You can fool the crowd, but you can't fool God. I seen people smile. Spirit talker. Spirit talker. You can fool the crowd, but you can't fool God. I seen people smile with knives in their spirit, talk real holy, but the truth don't hear it. Family, friends, foes, all dressed the same, but God showed me the mask behind the name. I had to sit still, let silence speak, 'cause loud people make your discernment weak. Everybody close ain't covenant bound. Some only show love when you're falling down.
You can't wear that mask at heaven's gate.
God knows your heart, God knows your way.
You can hide from man, but not from grace.
Truth gon' shine when He calls your face. Truth gon' shine when He calls your face. I came from scars, I came from pain. Foster homes taught me how to stand in rain. But I ain't bitter, I'm built by fire. God turned my wounds into holy wire. I don't chase crowds, I don't chase fame. I just speak spirit when He calls my name. If you can't see me while I'm breathing here, don't claim love when I disappear.
Wear that mask at heaven's gate.
God knows your heart.
You can hide from man, but not from grace.
Truth gon' shine when He calls your face. Truth gon' shine when He calls your face. You can't wear that mask. Child of God, not circumstance. One mother, two fathers doctrine.
Spirit over bloodline.
I may have come through man, but my spirit came through God.
Spirit Talker Foundation lesson. One mother, two fathers. One earthly, one heavenly. You are not your situation. You are your seed. Listen. They told me you're your father's son.
Which one?
Which one?
The one who left, or the one who just begun?
See, I got an earthly bloodline, broken, flawed, confused, but I got a heavenly lineage the devil can't refuse.
Child of man means I came from dust and pain.
Child of God
means I'm going back to reign.
two fathers standing at the door of my birth.
One gave me flesh,
The other gave me worth.
circumstance tried to name me off in case file lost, but my real father looked at me and said, worth the cross. I may have come through me, but my spirit came through God. My situation was temporary. My destiny belonged to God. Child of God, not circumstance.
you can't rewrite my origin.
When heaven took the chance. Break it down.
Spirit is the breath that never dies. The part of me that looked the Father right between the eyes. Before I had a tongue to speak, a lung to scream, my spirit knew his name. That's the original dream. Then soul, my mind, my will, my emotions. That's the battlefield, the healing potion. My soul got wounded by every foster door, but my spirit kept whispering, you've been here before. And see, that's the DNA of destiny, the promise that survives your worst enemy. My seed says grandbabies, pulpit prophecy. You can't abort what heaven already conceived in me.
Heaven on earth ain't a place, it's a posture.
It's a posture.
When a child of God remembers who that
Father foster.
not a building, not a religion, not a pew. It's abandoned boys saying,
I belong to you. So while circumstance was writing my obituary, God was pulling out the scroll of my century. One mother gave me entrance, two fathers gave me war. One walked out, one walked through every locked door. I may have come through me, but my spirit came through God. My situation was temporary. My destiny belonged to God. Child of God,
not circumstance.
you can't rewrite my origin. When heaven took the chance.
Say child of man,
That's my earth suit.
say child of God.
That's my rebirth suit.
Spirit,
Never die.
soul,
See,
still alive. Heaven on earth.
one mother, two fathers. No more orphans. Spirit Talker, class dismissed. Spirit Talker, 7 chapters, 1 story.
They tried to bury me in pieces. God assembled a mountain.
Listen.
6 fathers, 5 mothers, still searching above. Then God whispered, son, you've always been loved. Trash bag, luggage, case files, new schools. Every rejection was heaven's rehearsal. I wasn't abandoned, I was being prepared. Every foster door taught me how to care. Now I stand before you, not bitter but built. The child they forgot became the house that God filled.
1993, 2 bullets, 1 head. Doctors wrote the obituary, I woke up instead. Flatlined twice, saw the light, heard a voice.
Not today, my son.
You still got a choice.
The enemy saw my present, God saw my goal. The bullet hit my body but never touched my soul.
They tried to write my obituary, ink ran dry. God was still writing my testimony while I learned to fly.
Yesterday a child looking for a home. Today my grandbabies call Big Papi on the phone. Today sunshine, Ohana, Trinity, Moon, Didi, Hotep, Gage, Matthew.
My harvest comes soon. What God didn't give me then, He multiplied later. From orphan to patriarch.
That's the spirit talker signature. Fear, pride, anger, addiction, approval.
Take 'em off.
That's the spirit talker removal. You can't wear your mask at heaven's gate.
God already knows your face.
Stop being fake.
And when the crowd left, I built a room. Silence became my teacher. Solitude my groom. Architect of silence. No noise, just grace.
Heaven speaks the loudest in an empty space.
1 mother, 2 fathers, 1 left, 1 stayed. Child of man, but my spirit never frayed. Situation temporary, destiny divine. My seed survived the wreckage. Now watch it climb. Every scar became a sermon, every wound a page. Foster care, the pulpit, that's the final stage. My scars became my pulpit, watch me preach. The broken boy is now the shepherd, every lost child sees.
Foster child,
But God never forgot.
shot twice,
But He kept me high.
Big Papi now.
Watch the legacy drop.
Mask off.
Silence taught me the plow. Child of God, not circumstance. My scars are dancing.
Watch him advance.
People ask me why I talk about scars. Because scars are proof that pain didn't win.
The foster child survived.
The wounded man survived.
The father,
Survived.
the grandfather,
Survived.
remove the mask. Listen to your spirit.
And remember,
You are not what happened to you. You are what God created you to become. Spirit talker.
7 scars,
1 voice.
still standing.
God kept me alive.
Surviving 2 gunshots,
In 1993,
discovering divine purpose.
they tried to write my obituary. God was still writing my testimony. 1993. I remember the curb, the sirens, the light leaving my eyes.
2 shots, 1 to the body, 1 to the head. They called my name in the morgue. God called it a setup for a comeback.
Yeah.
Oh,
30 years ago, they pulled the trigger twice. First one hit my ribs, second one changed my life. Right temple, 9mm, family heard the pop. doctor said he's gone. I was standing at the top of a tunnel, saw a light, heard a voice like thunder.
Not today, my son, you got cities to plunder.
Woke up in a gurney, tubes in my arm, flatlined twice, but the Father meant no harm. They asked,
How you still breathing? I don't know the science, I just know the cross outranks the violence. The bullets hit my body, but they couldn't touch my soul.
The enemy saw my present, God already saw my goal.
They tried to write my obituary,
ink ran dry.
God was still writing my testimony while I learned to fly. Kept me alive, kept me alive.
A walking miracle with scars, but no goodbye. 1903, I was young, I was lost,
running with the wrong crew,
paying any cost.
The night wasn't random,
it was war on my purpose.
Devil thought a headshot could leave me surface,
but you can't kill what heaven already anointed. I woke up speaking tongues, my whole world disjointed. Rehabbed in the pulpit, then the streets I used to run. Now I'm baptizing ex-cons in the same river I almost drowned in the sun. Every headache from the bullet is a sermon in progress. Every scar on my scalp is a map at a dog.
Bullets hit my body, but they couldn't touch my soul.
The enemy saw my present, God already saw my goal.
They tried to write my obituary,
ink ran dry.
God was still writing my testimony while I learned to fly. Kept me alive, kept me alive.
A walking miracle with scars, but no goodbye.
Somebody asked me why I don't fear no grave, 'cause I already visited one and got a receipt for the cage.
The same hands that caught that bullet parting Red Seas. If God kept me breathing, then he kept me for a reason. Not to brag, not to boast, but to grab the next kid who's bleeding on the sidewalk. Tell him, look what the Father did.
They tried to write my obituary,
God kept me. God was still writing my testimony.
Still writing.
Shot in the head,
still got a head for the vision.
shot in the chest,
still got a heart for the mission.
1993 to now,
that's 30 years of proof.
the grave couldn't hold me.
That means nothing holds you.
Yeah, God kept me alive.
Let the church say, he kept me.
Heaven on earth, do on earth as you would do in heaven. Everybody asking where heaven begins. I say it starts where your hatred ends. When you forgive what almost broke your soul. When love steps in and takes control.
Hell ain't just fire after your breath. Some people live it before their death.
Addiction, pride, fear, and shame. Families divided, children in pain.
Bring heaven to earth
while you still got breath.
Love before loss,
forgive before death.
Take off the mask,
let your spirit work.
God gave you life to bring heaven to earth. If heaven is peace, then practice peace now. If heaven is love, love and learn love. Somehow, if God is truth, then stop living lies. Open your soul, not just your eyes.
Only you and God know what's in your chest.
Only He knows if you did your best. So walk like an angel with dirt on your shoes every day. Life is a chance to choose. Bring heaven to earth
while you still got breath.
Love before loss,
forgive before death.
Take off the mask,
let your spirit work.
God gave you life
to bring heaven
to earth. Heaven to earth. My scars became my pulpit, pain becoming purpose, foster care, being shot, failed relationships, fatherhood, grandfatherhood, spiritual leadership.
Every scar became a sermon. Every wound became a pain. Yeah, look close. You see these? Foster care bullet holes, broken trust, late nights crying on bathroom floors. People ask why I talk about scars, 'cause scars are proof that pain didn't win. Step into the pulpit, it's made of my wounds.
First scar, a trash bag full of clothes I never owned. Foster home to foster home, I was a king without a throne. They said you're unwanted, I wore that like a brand, till God said that's not a scar, that's a standing ovation stand. Second scar, 1993, 2 bullets, 1 head. Doctors counted me out, angels tucked me in bed. The lead didn't kill me, it just opened my eyes. Now I preach to the very block where I almost died. Every no became a not yet. Yeah. Every fall became a reset. The pain tried to bury my name, but graves can't hold what heaven came to reclaim. Every scar became a sermon. Oh. Every wound became a page. What tried to break my spirit became wisdom with age. Became wisdom with age. My scars became my pulpit. Oh, watch me preach, preach from the stage. Yeah.
Third scar, a love that swore forever then walked out. Left me with a broken trust and a twisted mouth. But that failure taught me how to father my own kids. What I didn't get, I gave. Watch how the cycle flips. 4 scars,
raising children while I was still bleeding, trying to teach them faith when I was still in need of healing. But they watched me fall, watch me get back up. Now they call me Big Papi. That's the scar that turned to love. I Daisy Z, Ohana, Daddy Gage. Every grandbaby's laugh is a healed over page from the book of my trauma. Look what God wrote. A broken boy became a shepherd in a cold. For the naked, the wounded, the ones still wearing masks. My pulpit ain't a building, it's the scar that acts. Have you been hurt? Good, come stand by me. My wounds are your roadmap to victory. Scar became a sermon. What tried to break my spirit became wisdom with age. Became wisdom with age. My scars became my pulpit. Oh, People ask me why I talk about scars. Because scars are proof that pain didn't win.
The foster child survived. The wounded man survived. The father survived. The grandfather survived. And if God brought me through my storm, He can bring you through yours. Remove the mask. Listen to your spirit. And remember,
You are not what happened to you. You are what God created you to become.
Spirit talk.
Pulpit closed. Now go heal somebody.
You can't wear your mask at heaven's gate. God already knows your fate.
Spirit talk in the room. Some of you got masks glued to your soul. Fear looks like confidence. Pride looks like strength. Anger looks like control. But the Father says, remove it. Healing starts when the costume falls.
First mask is fear.
First mask is fear, calls itself being wise. Hides behind closed fists and never closed eyes. Says don't trust nobody, don't pray out loud. You've been wearing that mask so long you forgot you were crowned. But fear is a liar dressed up as protection.
Take it off.
That's the first resurrection. God didn't give you a spirit of timidity. He gave you fire, power, and a sound mind, period. Next mask is pride, polished, never cracked. Says I got this alone, I don't need no feedback. You've been holding up the world with your own two shoulders, but pride is just hurt that got older and colder. Remove it, the broken don't break when they kneel. The strongest man I know admitted what he couldn't feel. Pride fooled the Pharisees, but it won't fool the throne. Your crown ain't your mask, your crown is going home. You can't wear your mask at heaven's gates. God already knows your face. Stop hiding from your purpose. Step into your grace. Remove the mask, remove the mask. The Spirit talker said, ain't no judgment, just the task.
Anger.
That mask smells like gunpowder and tears. Been protecting a little boy who ain't been safe in years. Then they diction the mask that feels like freedom, till it owns your mornings, your money, your kingdom. Both of them cousins, both of them graves. You ain't angry cause you're evil, you're angry cause you couldn't save yourself from the pain. Let the mask fall down. The same hands that held the bottle can hold a whole town.
Last mask is the killer, approval from the crowd. Amen. On the outside, giant inside, never loud. You shape shift for parents, for pastors, for peers. But the God of Abraham ain't looking for souvenirs. He wants you, not your performance, not your pose. Take off the mask, watch the real you rose. From the ashes, what will they think? Spirit talk of doctrine, the truth is the link. Mirror on the wall, who you been, not who you are, not who you play for your friends. Healing ain't pretty, it's a face with no filter. Tears and a testimony that makes the devil wither. So cry, so scream, so shame, so stay. A maskless soul is the only one he can raise. You can't wear your mask. It's heaven's gates. Already knows your face. Stop hiding from your purpose. Step into your grace. Remove the mask. Remove the mask. The Spirit talker said, child, you don't gotta ask. Fear, take it off. Pride, take it off.
Anger, take it all. Addiction, take it all. Approval, take it all. Now breathe. That's your real face. That's the one heaven fell in love with. Spirit talker. Go be free. Spirit talker in the room. Some of you got masks glued to your soul. Fear looks like confidence. Pride looks like strength. Anger looks like control. But the Father says, remove it. Healing starts when the costume falls. First mask is fear, calls itself being wise. Hides behind closed fists and never closed eyes. Says don't trust nobody, don't pray out loud. You've been wearing that mask so long, you forgot you were crowned. But fear is a liar, dressed up as protection. Take it off, that's the first resurrection. God didn't give you a spirit of timidity. He gave you fire, power, and a sound mind, period. Next mask is pride polished, never cracked. Says I got this alone, I don't need no feedback. You've been holding up the world with your own two shoulders, but pride is just hurt that got older and colder. Remove it, the broken don't break when they kneel. The strongest man I know admitted what he couldn't feel. Pride fooled the Pharisees, but it won't fool the throne. Your crown ain't your mask, your crown is going home. You can't wear your mask at heaven's gate. God already knows your face. Stop hiding from your purpose. Step into your grace. Remove a mask, remove a mask. The Spirit talker said, child, you don't gotta ask. Fear, take it off. Pride, take it off. Anger, take it off. Addiction, take it off. Approval, take it off. Now breathe. That's your real face. It's the one heaven fell in love with. Spirit's love. Go be free. Go be free. Go be free. Yeah. Walked in with a trash bag, 3rd grade, new school. Different last name, trying to play it cool. Foster mom said eat quick, foster dad looked tired. Every night I prayed, but the silence felt like fire. Case worker, clock watching, just a couple months. Another placement fails, now my trust is a stump. They said, you ain't wanted, but that's a lie I swallowed. Hand me down shame in a suitcase I followed. 5 fathers showed me how to throw a punch wrong. 6 mothers showed me praise songs before the dawn. But I kept leaving like a guest who overstayed, till a still small voice cut through the masquerade. I wasn't abandoned, I was being prepared. Every foster door taught me how to care. 6 fathers, 5 mothers, still searching above. Then God whispered, son, you've always been loved. Yeah, he never forgot the foster child he was guiding right to the top. Not a mistake, just a different kind of plot. God don't lose kids, he just builds what he's got. High school graduation, stood there alone. No one in the bleachers, but I felt the throne. Cause the father of the fatherless, he signed it adoption. Every night I prayed, but the silence felt like fire. Case the worker clock, watching just a couple months. Another placement fails, now my trust is a stone. They say, you ain't want it, but that's a lie I swallowed. Hand me down shame in a suitcase I followed. 5 fathers showed me how to throw a punch wrong. 6 mothers showed me praise songs before the dawn. But I kept leaving like a guest who overstayed, till a still small voice cut.
I don't preach from books alone. I preach from what I survive. My scars scars got sermons, my wounds got songs. Every place I broke made my spirit strong. They thought pain was supposed to bury me, but God used trauma just to carry me. No title made me, no crowd crowned me. When I was alone, that's where God found me. Had to lose people I thought would stay,
just to hear heaven speak my way. My scars on my pulpit, my pain got a voice. I didn't choose the fire, but I made the choice to rise, to heal, to stand, to speak. God made me strong where I once was weak.
I was a child of God in a world of man, trying to understand what they couldn't understand. Put my heart in a box just to make it through. Now I open that box when I talk to you. I ain't perfect, I'm processed, still being refined. God don't waste tears when the soul is aligned. So when you see my scars, don't pity me. That's proof that hell couldn't finish me. My scars on my pulpit, my pain got a voice. I didn't choose the fire, but I made the choice to rise, to heal, to stand, to speak. God made me strong where I once was weak. I built a room where the noise can't stay, where heaven speaks when the world fades away.
They thought the silence was lonely. I found out it was holy. You can't hear forever if you're always running from the quiet. Spirit talker, let me build you something.
Used to fear the empty room, the still air, the no call. Sitting in the foster home with my back against the wall. No knock on the door, no name on the line, just me and the ache.
That's when God redesigned
my ears, cause the world screams loud, but it lies cheap.
But solitude,
that's where the shepherd finds his sheep. Every closed door wasn't a lock,
it was a scaffold.
The silence wasn't absence,
it was a language I had to master.
They asked, ain't you lonely? I said, nah, I'm employed.
The architect of silence,
heaven's my noise, canceling voice.
No radio, no drama, no notifications from hell. Just the Father and the faint sound of a distant bell. I built a room where the noise can't stay,
where heaven speaks when the world fades away.
The silence became my teacher. The silence showed me the way.
Architect of silence,
watch me build a brand new day. Isolation ain't punishment, it's preparation. Joseph had a pit, Moses had a desolation. 40 years in the backside of a desert for God, but that's where a stutter became a prophet slide. See, when the crowd leaves and your phone stops ringing, that's when the Holy Ghost starts singing. Every rejection was a construction zone. Every lonely night laid a foundation stone. Now wake up at 4 a.m. by choice. Before the world wakes up, I hear a still small voice. That's my blueprint, not therapy, not a drug. Just me and the maker with a bare hug. Solitude is a classroom, tuition is your ego. You learn that you're enough when you ain't performing for people. The quiet don't kill you, it reveals you. And when you meet yourself without the mask, that's when God can heal you. So stop fearing the alone, build a room, lock the door, light a candle, let the silence bloom. The architect ain't building prisons, he's building thrones, where the only voice that matters calls you mine. I built a room where the noise can't stay, where heaven speaks when the world fades away. The silence became my teacher. The silence showed think God can't find you in the quiet?
That's where he lives.
Not in the chaos, not in the applause, in the pause. So build your room, sit still, and let the silence talk back.
Spirit talker.
Foundation laid.
The boy who became Big Papi.
From a lonely foster child to a grandfather watching his legacy grow.
Yesterday I was a child looking for a home.
Today,
my grandbabies call me Big Papi on the phone. Yeah. They ask me what I see when I look in the mirror. I don't see the foster kid no more. I see 4 reasons God was taking his time.
this is for a daisy. Ziohana deity gauge.
Big Papi loves you. Used to count the boxes.
Yeah. Used to count the boxes like they counted me out. Sitting on a curb trying to figure what life's about. No hand to hold, no last name I could keep. Just a boy praying,
Lord, I'm tired of falling asleep in a stranger's house.
Now fast forward the years, same eyes, same scars, but no more tears. Cause I hear little feet running down the hall, and God whispers, see,
I gave you them after all.
what the system couldn't give me, 2 parents to stay. The Father gave me grandbabies to show me he pays. Not just in blessings and faces I can see. Every Sunday dinner is a win for the me at 13. Yesterday I was a child
Looking for a home.
Today my grandbabies call me Big Papi.
Call me Big Papi on the phone.
What God didn't give me then, God didn't give me then, a family full and true, he multiplied later on.
I'm standing in the proof.
Hey, a daisy sunshine, she got my stubborn grin. First they call me Big Papi, and that's where the hill begins. Ziohana Trinity Moon, she dances like she flew. Said, Papi, why you cry?
Baby, cause God stayed true.
He hope sip, wisdom in his eyes. Told me you ain't lost, you were just disguised. Engaged Matthew, quiet, but he watches how I move. Learning how a broken man learns to be smooth. Every name is a chapter, every laugh is a verse. The boy who had nothing now carries the universe. And 4 small hearts, the cycle, it broke. The orphan became the tree. Now watch the branches grow slow. No more, whose kid is that?
They mine, they ours.
Big Papi's throne made from broken foster care floor. Yesterday I was a child looking for a home, looking for a home. Today my grandbabies
Call me Big Papi on the phone.
what God didn't give me then, God didn't give me then, he multiplied later on. The boy who had no cradle, now the king of the lawn.
4 names, 4 reasons I survived.
A daisy sunshine,
You my morning,
Ziohana Trinity Moon,
you my promise,
deity hotel,
you my wisdom,
Gauge Matthew.
you my strength.
They said I'd never have a legacy.
Tell that to the foster child who just got a group hug from heaven.
Big Papi out here,
Still winning. Still winning.